You didn't find this video by accident. Like many thousands of men over 60, you're probably tired of sleepless nights, frequent trips to the bathroom, and at times even pelvic discomfort. First of all, I want to tell you this: the situation is reversible, and in many cases you can either stop those nighttime trips altogether or reduce them significantly. In this video, I'm not just going to give you a few random tips. I'm going to walk you through a blueprint for the perfect day, from the moment you open your eyes to the moment your head hits the pillow, all designed to help you regain control, empty your bladder completely, and finally sleep through the night. And the final evening ritual we'll cover doesn't just ensure an empty bladder, it also actively helps reduce nighttime leg cramps and dramatically improves the quality of your deep sleep. So stay with me, because your best night's rest in years could begin tonight. If this topic matters to you, a simple like helps others our age. And tell us your country, it reminds us we're not alone. Alright, let's build your perfect day. The secret isn't just in what you do, but in the precise timing and sequence of your actions. We're going to break it down into 3 parts: the morning blueprint, the midday reset, and the evening wind down. Let's begin with the morning blueprint. How you handle the first 2 hours of your day dictates how your bladder will behave for the next 22. Our first action of the day is step number 1, the 2-stage flush, mastering your double voiding technique. This addresses the single most common complaint I hear: that feeling of walking away from the toilet only to feel like you have to go again just minutes later. This simple technique is your insurance policy against that feeling. The science behind it is straightforward. As we age, the bladder, which is a muscle, sometimes doesn't contract strongly enough to push all the urine out in one go. For men, an enlarged prostate can also slightly pinch the urethra, making a complete void difficult on the first try. Double voiding is a manual override for this. Here's exactly how you do it, and it's crucial to do this from your very first trip to the bathroom in the morning. First, sit down on the toilet. Yes, sit down. This allows your pelvic floor and abdominal muscles to relax completely, which is much harder to achieve when standing. Urinate normally, without straining or pushing. Just let it flow. Once you feel you've finished, don't immediately get up. Stay seated and wait for about 30 to 60 seconds. You can take a few deep breaths. Then gently rock your torso forward and back and side to side a few times. This movement can shift any small remaining pools of urine in the bladder toward the opening. Finally, lean forward slightly and try to urinate again. You might be surprised that another small amount is released. This is the urine that would have caused that nagging feeling of urgency 10 minutes later. Making this a non-negotiable habit every time you go can be revolutionary. Have you ever tried this specific technique before? Let me know in the comments if this is a new idea for you. Next, while we're in the bathroom, let's talk about step number 2, clearing the pathway, your daily decompression. This step tackles a hidden saboteur of bladder health, constipation. You might not think they're related, but anatomically they are next-door neighbors. Your rectum sits directly behind your bladder. When the rectum is full and you're constipated, it physically bulges and presses against both the bladder and the urethra. This pressure can reduce the bladder's capacity, making you feel like you have to go more often, and it can create a physical obstruction, preventing you from emptying completely. Solving your bladder issues is nearly impossible without first ensuring regular, easy bowel movements. The most powerful tool for this, besides diet, which we'll cover next, is the squat toilet stool. You've likely seen them. By placing your feet on the stool while on the toilet, you change your body's posture to a more natural squat. This position straightens out the colon, opening the pathway for waste to pass through easily and completely without straining. Straining is terrible for your pelvic floor muscles, which are essential for bladder control. A squat stool eliminates the need to strain and helps ensure your rectum is empty, giving your bladder the space it needs to function properly. Now that the plumbing is clear, it's time for step number 3, the bladder-friendly fuel, your perfect breakfast. What you eat for breakfast can set the stage for how well you sleep at night. We want a meal that is hydrating, full of fiber to prevent constipation, and contains the building blocks for sleep hormones. My go-to recommendation is a bowl of oatmeal, but with a few specific upgrades. Start with plain rolled oats, not the instant packets loaded with sugar. Sugar is a bladder irritant. Cook the oats with milk or a fortified plant-based milk to add some protein and calcium. Now for the magic additions. Add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seeds for a major fiber boost. Toss in a handful of walnuts. Walnuts are one of the best food sources of tryptophan, an amino acid that your body uses to create both serotonin and melatonin, the feel-good and sleep hormones. Finally, top it with a cup of berries, like blueberries or raspberries. They are low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and provide gentle hydration without overwhelming your system. This breakfast is a slow-release energy source that keeps you full, promotes bowel regularity, and starts building your sleep readiness from the very first meal. With fuel in the tank, we move to step number 4, the 10-minute mobility primer. Before you get busy with your day, a short mobility routine is crucial. Stiff hips and a tight lower back are directly linked to a tense pelvic floor. A tense pelvic floor cannot relax properly to allow for complete urination. Your goal in the morning is to create space and relaxation in that entire region. You don't need a full gym workout, just 10 minutes. Focus on gentle stretches that open the hips and release the lower back. 2 of the most effective exercises for this are the Happy Baby Pose and Reverse Kegels. We have detailed tutorials on how to perform these exercises correctly right here on the channel, so be sure to check those out. In short, the goal is not to tighten, but to learn how to release and relax the pelvic floor muscles. Think of it as unclenching a fist. A gentle morning stretch tells these crucial muscles that it's time to relax and function properly, setting a calm tone for the rest of the day. Finally, we wrap up the morning with step number 5, the front-loading hydration strategy. Your overall strategy for the day should be to front-load your fluids. Aim to consume about 75% of your total daily liquid intake before 5 p.m. This gives your body ample time to process the fluids, hydrate your tissues, and flush out your system while it's at its peak efficiency. You'll find you need to urinate more during the day, which is good. You are flushing your system when it's designed to be flushed. This strategy is the key to preventing that fluid from being processed and waking you up at 2 a.m. What's your current morning routine like? Share one thing you plan to change in the comments below. Now we move into the midday reset. This part is about maintaining the positive momentum you built in the morning. The men's power plate. Energy for your day, calm for your night. Let's talk about lunch. For many of us over 50, it needs to do more than just fill us up. We need a meal that powers us through the afternoon without a crash, while also working behind the scenes for our long-term health, specifically for our prostate and our sleep. This is that meal. It's light, packed with nutrients, and built with simple, powerful ingredients. First up, our star player is baked salmon. We're starting here because it's a perfect source of lean protein that provides real, sustained energy without weighing you down. But the real game changer is its high content of omega-3 fatty acids. Think of these as your body's natural anti-inflammatory agents, which research shows are fantastic for supporting prostate health and also have a wonderful calming effect on the nervous system. The foundation for our salmon is a vibrant spinach and cherry tomato salad. This isn't just filler, it's a functional part of the meal. Spinach is an amazing source of magnesium, a crucial mineral that helps your muscles and nervous system relax, a key ingredient for a good night's sleep. Then we add cherry tomatoes, which bring in lycopene. That's the powerful antioxidant that gives them their red color, and it's famous for its prostate-protecting benefits. Here's a pro tip. The healthy fats from the salmon and olive oil actually help your body absorb that lycopene even better. Now for a little secret weapon, a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. Don't underestimate this simple crunch. Pumpkin seeds are an absolute powerhouse of zinc, a mineral that is critical for prostate health and maintaining healthy testosterone levels. On top of that, they deliver another solid dose of sleep-friendly magnesium, essentially doubling down on the benefits we already got from the spinach. Of course, we need a dressing, but we're skipping the store-bought stuff. A simple mix of olive oil and lemon juice is all you need. Why? Because many bottled dressings are loaded with sodium, which makes your body retain water and can lead to those sleep-disrupting bathroom trips in the middle of the night. Our simple dressing provides healthy fats and antioxidants with none of the junk. Finally, let's talk about the drink. To round out this meal, we'll have a warm cup of chamomile tea. This is the final piece of our strategy. Chamomile is renowned for its calming effects, thanks to an antioxidant called apigenin, which gently helps reduce anxiety and prepare your brain for sleep later in the evening. It's warm, soothing, and easy on your system. So there you have it. A simple, delicious lunch where every single component works together to give you energy for the day, support your long-term health, and pave the way for a truly restful night. Immediately following your lunch, we have the essential walk. One of the best things you can do is take a 15 to 20-minute walk after lunch. Sitting for long periods allows fluid to pool in your lower extremities. That accumulated fluid doesn't just stay in your legs. When you finally lie down to go to sleep, gravity allows that fluid to re-enter your bloodstream, get processed by your kidneys, and sent to your bladder, waking you up. A brisk walk after lunch uses the pumping action of your calf muscles to push that fluid back up into circulation during the middle of the day, allowing it to be processed and eliminated long before bedtime. Next, we have the afternoon bridge snack. This is the time to have a smart, strategic snack that bridges the gap to dinner without disrupting your bladder health. A fantastic option is avocado toast. Let's break down why it's so perfect. First, the base. 1 slice of whole grain toast. This provides more of that crucial fiber for digestive health and slow release energy to get you through the rest of the workday. On top of that, you have smashed avocado. Avocado is a superfood loaded with healthy monounsaturated fats, which promotes satiety and keep you from overeating at dinner. Crucially, avocados are also incredibly rich in potassium. Potassium is an electrolyte that helps regulate fluid balance in the body and counteracts the water-retaining effects of sodium. Have this snack with a small glass of water. This will likely be one of your last significant fluid intakes of the day, perfectly aligning with our front-loading hydration strategy. This brings us to the final and most critical phase of our day, the evening wind down. Think of this routine as your ticket to an uninterrupted night, beginning with your last meal of the day. Your dinner should be your lightest meal, and it needs to happen early, ideally a few hours before bed. We call this the shutdown plate, and its goal is to calm your system down. The centerpiece is a simple grilled chicken breast, chosen for its tryptophan, an amino acid that's a precursor to your body's sleep hormones. Pair that chicken with a small baked sweet potato. Its healthy carbs help that tryptophan work more effectively in your brain, while its potassium helps your muscles relax. To complete the plate, add a side of steamed broccoli. The calcium in broccoli helps your brain use the tryptophan to manufacture melatonin, so it actively works with the chicken to help you feel ready for rest. This meal isn't about filling you up, it's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to power down and digest easily. With this meal, your only drink should be a small glass of water. Once dinner is finished, the next rule is non-negotiable, the liquid cutoff. 2 to 3 hours before your intended bedtime, all liquid consumption stops. This is the single most effective strategy for preventing nighttime urination. If your mouth feels dry, a tiny sip of water is acceptable, but that's it. About an hour before bed, you can actively help your body manage any remaining fluid with a gravity assist. For 20 to 30 minutes, lie down and elevate your legs against a wall or on pillows. While your legs are elevated, perform 30 to 40 gentle ankle pumps by flexing your foot up and then pointing your toes down. This action uses your calf muscles to pump stagnant fluid from your lower legs back into circulation so you can urinate it out before you go to sleep. This leads you to the final pre-sleep checkpoint just before you get into bed. Make one last trip to the bathroom, using the same double voiding technique from the morning. Sit down, relax, and urinate completely. Then, wait 30 seconds, rock gently, and try one more time. This ensures you get into bed with a bladder that is as empty as it can possibly be, setting you up for a long and peaceful night. And finally, the ultimate relaxation protocol. Stress leads to a tense, irritable bladder. Shift your body into a rest and digest state with a warm, not hot, shower or bath. The warmth helps relax all your muscles, including the pelvic floor. After your shower, practice a simple but incredibly powerful breathing technique called box breathing. Here's how you do it. Sit in a comfortable position. Inhale gently through your nose for a slow count of 4. Then hold your breath for a count of 4. Next, exhale smoothly through your mouth for a count of 4. And finally, hold your breath at the end of the exhale for a count of 4. That's 1 box. Repeat this cycle for a few minutes. This rhythmic breathing calms your nervous system, reduces stress hormones, and sends a powerful signal to your pelvic floor muscles that it's time to release and relax. We have a full, detailed video guide on how to master box breathing right here on the channel. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This is a lot to remember. The goal isn't immediate perfection, it's consistent progress. So here are 3 simple rules to focus on. Number 1, master the mornings. If you only focus on the first 5 steps, you will likely see a huge improvement. Number 2, the liquid cutoff is king. Stop all fluids 2 to 3 hours before bed. Number 3, the 10-minute gravity assist. Elevating your legs before bed is a game changer. So, my friends, today we have laid out a blueprint for reclaiming your comfort, your control, and your sleep. I'm not asking you to change your whole life tomorrow. Just pick the one thing from this guide that resonated with you the most and commit to trying it for the next 3 days. Observe how you feel. Which one will you try first? Let me know your choice in the comments. And if this video gave you a sense of hope and a clear plan, just type the word HOPE below. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so we can continue this health journey together. Take care, may your nights be quiet and your mornings bright. Thousands of seniors have found this video helpful, so I highly recommend you watch it. Click to keep going.